This has gone so viral, it's got 3 million views. And it's interesting because it's just something that's said on the internet, so we don't even know if it's true or not. But the fact that it's believable is concerning because, like, if 10 years ago this exact same thing was said, or if it's said about any other country, most people wouldn't believe it. But it's in England, right? So if it's in England, then it's quite possible that it is true. So apparently, a police has seized my wife's laptop after one of her friends discovered and reported my wife's modded version of Skyrim. Um, yeah, like in England, they would actually do that, right? Like they have a knife epidemic in London, but I would see that they would be very concerned about what this man's wife has on the laptop. So apparently, the wife left her laptop on a party at a friend's house. One of her friends apparently booted up Skyrim, and he discovered that my wife has installed some not safe for works mods on it. I mean, it's Skyrim, right? Like, can you play it without the mods? This includes non-human enemies, such as wolves, attempting to non-consensually mate with the player. The police seized her laptop 2 days ago, and this morning she just received a request to attend an interview at the station. They had advised her that the laptop will likely not be returned until mid-2025, but if she complies with the investigation, it may expedite the process. Should she attend this interview? It is okay for me to go with her to offer support. My wife has quite a few rather unusual fetishes, but these arise from childhood trauma, so I would usually just let her do her thing. Additionally, the friend who found the Skyrim wolf has been posting about it on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and emailing my wife's employer, which doesn't care, because it's a relative. Is there any reaction that can be taken against this individual? Okay, so assuming that this is true, my advice would definitely be to get a lawyer. Like, if they have opened a criminal investigation into your wife over Skyrim mods, and again, like, I'm assuming this is true, she didn't actually had something legit illegal on her laptop, you need to lawyer up. Do not trust the police, do not collaborate with it. Like, their job is to make a case and get your wife convicted. Okay? And they have to spend resources in order for this to happen. Like, the technicians that go on her computer, the people that are investigating this, they're paid money, they're paid wages. So, like, their resources are being used in order to investigate this case. So the police wants a conviction. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to build a case on your wife. So what you need to do, and this is legal, but you need to make sure that she lawyers up, right? Like, she gets a defense lawyer. If she doesn't have to go to the interview, she doesn't go to the interview. All right? Like, if you can't afford a lawyer, do not treat the police as your friends. They will try to do this. They'll try to say, oh, we're just trying to clear up a misunderstanding. Oh, like, if you collaborate, you get your laptop back fast. No, they're trying to build a criminal case around your wife. So make sure that you lawyer up. And if you can't afford lawyering up, allow them to build a criminal case without her help. Right? So, I looked at the laws of England, and there have been, like, people arrested for having manga and anime and stuff. Like, they don't differentiate. I do not know if, like, a Skyrim mod that has wolves is a problem. And if it is, I don't know why they don't shut down Nexus mods in England. Because Nexus mods is full of stuff that's non-consent, or of stuff that has, like, animals and stuff. I genuinely believe that they're trying to see if there's any minors in Skyrim. And again, it's England, so if it's fictional, it doesn't matter, right? So, like, if it's a 3D rendering of a Skyrim mod, which I find incredibly unlikely due to the fact that Nexus mods would ban those things, right? So, unless your wife, like, knows some obscure websites, some places where she got the mods from, right? In which case, she definitely has to lawyer up because it is England. But yeah, this is serious, right? Like, according to England's laws, this is very serious. She's going to be treated like if there are certain images on the laptop, she is going to be treated exactly the same as you treat a person that views real children. It's England, right? So, From what I gather, this happened at a party. This is due to the fact that she left her laptop, and one of the people at the party got refused by the wife for advances. So I guess like out of spite, he went onto her computer. It is definitely like difficult for me to take a side because again, like I genuinely like do not know what happened. All right, like this is the way the person presents the situation. But it is also possible that she legitimately did have like child pizza on her laptop. In which case, yes, like the police should investigate. And even if that's the case, she should lawyer up. Now, many people are again like the thing that many people are pointing out. It's like, well, what if it's like legitimately just a wolf in Skyrim, right? Like, what if it's a mod, and the police are involved into wasting resources for this? Well, this is what you have when you get a mortal busybody society. You have like actual knife crime on the streets. You have burglaries that aren't being caught. You have like an army of criminals that do legit crime in real life. But this is an easy case for police officers, right? Like, they're just looking at a laptop. No one is getting risk. No one is at risk of getting hurt by a criminal. They don't have to actually go out there and upset a community. Because, like, the thing is, like, criminals aren't lone wolves most of the time. Like, criminals are well connected into an underground organization with other criminals. When the cop goes in, it pisses off all of them. It's like going into the wasp nest and antagonizing them, right? So when you give the police the opportunity to like either do the difficult stuff, which is to go on the street and tackle real crime that put people in danger, or you give people the police the opportunity to tackle this type of thing, right? Which is like, okay, well, someone's wife had the Skyrim mod. If you build a case around it, like maybe she's going to go to court, maybe she's going to plead guilty. And we call that a success, and it looks good on a statistic, and we done our job, we protected society, right? The worst type of thing is that when you tell this story, I genuinely do not know what your wife did, right? So like if I hear that this woman was arrested, then I have to wonder, like, was she arrested for actual child pizza, or did she have like a Skyrim mod? The very fact that this question has to be asked, like you don't even classify it as a different infraction, right? Like it's basically the same thing, and the public now has to ask the question. I don't think that's a good thing. You know, maybe you do. I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, and I wonder like how many people are even aware that this is a crime. Like you can install a Skyrim mod, and all of a sudden you can have the police confiscating your laptop, and right? Like are people even educated on the matter? Like do they even know that it's a crime that's being committed? Anyway, right, it's an interesting thing, which is why it went viral. Again, 3 million views. Everyone is opinionated on it, so I gave you my opinion. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.